When you want to build your technology career, do you need training or do you need career development? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. In this video, we're going to talk about the difference between training and career development, otherwise known as professional development. And we're going to talk about why a cloud architect or an enterprise architect or a security architect or any executive really needs career development training plus training. And we'll talk about why in certain roles will benefit from training and why other roles really need career development training mostly, and some other training might work with them to support it. So let's look at what training actually is. Training is based upon how do I build some very specific skills. How do you configure a firewall? How do you configure a router? How do you change your password in Linux? That's what you go to training for. How to basic skills as a general rule. And training is going to be very narrow, and it's going to be very focused and very job-oriented for very specific jobs. For example, you do Linux training and because you want to work as a Linux admin. And what is that person learning? The commands of Linux and what they mean and what they actually do. So, help desk needs training. Cloud admins need training. Linux admins need training. And training is very short term, a few weeks to a month. And training is great for practical how-to jobs, technician jobs, admin roles, where you're going to repetitively click something and you just need to learn how to. So those are the careers that benefit from training. Now we're going to talk about why executive careers like architecture careers, like cloud architect careers and AI architect careers and security architect careers and enterprise architect careers are more about professional development and training. So professional development, career development, as we like to call it, they're all about giving you a wide variety of knowledge. And this is the way we train our students. Now, this wide variety of knowledge for, say, a cloud architect might be the network, the data center, and the cloud, as well as the applications that we could also use. And that, for the most part, covers the technology piece. But the cloud architect, the enterprise architect, the security architect, they're all going to be delivering presentations. They're all going to have to deliver business cases, respond to RFIs, RFPs, RFQs, lead architecture teams, for example, create architecture documentation and architectural artifacts. So you need to learn how to do that too. And that is more about professional development or career development. And you need to know all about how to do these things for the job. So when we're talking about career development or professional development, we're talking about broad knowledge in a wide variety of areas. And a cloud architect or an enterprise architect is going to need that. Because if you understand a wide amount of information about the technology and wide variety of information about businesses, then when you choose to evaluate technology, which is what you do as an architect, you're going to be better prepared to evaluate the trade-offs between option 1, option 2, and option 3. And that's by knowing how the underlying technologies work, knowing how they fit together, and knowing business. So career development or professional development gives you that broad knowledge. Now, career development is much longer term. It could be months, it can be years. It typically takes me about 12 months, 8 to 12 months of career development to train someone for their first solutions architect or cloud architect job. It could take a little longer, it could take a little shorter, but it takes about that much time for one of these roles. Now, physician roles, attorney roles, and other roles that pay these kinds of same salaries as a cloud architect or a security architect, they typically take 7 or 8 or even 10 or more years of professional development. So why do we have to do career development for the architect? Because the architect needs how to solve problems. And they need to understand business. Imagine a cloud architect designs a bad cloud architecture and it destroys the business, and 100,000 people are fired from that business, and then all the other suppliers that cater to that business are losing that business and also have to lay off people. So we have to make sure that our enterprise architectures and our cloud architectures are going to work and provide business value. So career development is going to be theoretical and analytical, which is great if you're a cloud architect or an enterprise architect or a physician or an attorney, where you're going to have to weigh a lot of information and then make a decision after evaluating trade-offs. So Career development tends to prepare you for future challenges by giving you a broad understanding of all your options, whether it be your business options, your technology options, your architectural options, and the strengths and weaknesses of each approach. So it's all about getting the right educational preparation for what you need. So what's it all mean? It means if you want a task-oriented career like a sysadmin, for example, go get training. If you're looking for more of an executive role or a role that's more analytical or strategic, you need professional development. A little training is going to help you too, but you need predominantly professional development. And that's why every architect I've ever trained gets professional development in addition to training, that career development, because that's what it takes to get someone to not only hired, but build an actual career and be able to solve clients' problems. So regardless of what you do, regardless of where you want to get your training, please make sure you know when to get training and when to get professional development and get the right education to get you to the goals that you actually have, because that's what gets you to the end, the skills you have and the competency you have in your chosen career. So now you know the difference between career development training, which serves its purpose, and training. Different kinds of careers. Now, if you'd like to become a cloud architect or a security architect or an AI architect or an enterprise architect, let's talk about cloud computing career development on a completely free webinar. We'll talk about the cloud architect skills. We'll talk about what you need to master and everything you need to do to get hired. And it'll be on Zoom. It'll be live. It'll be on free. And you can ask any questions you have. The link for that free How to Become an Architect webinar is in the description of this video. Please sign up. I look forward to meeting you on Zoom. Also, on the description of this video, we have many resources to help you, guides on how to become a cloud architect or an enterprise architect or an AI architect, for example, guides on how to win the interview and get hired on your next tech interview. So anything we can do to help you, there's so many free resources in the description of that video. Go download them or go sign up for them and they'll be emailed to you. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of new videos to assist you in your cloud architect, security architect, AI architect, or enterprise architect career. This is Mike Gibbs for signing now, and I hope to see you in another architecture webinar or an architecture video soon. Take care.